Namaskara. Welcome, friends, in this channel once again. In this channel of Secrets of the Vedas or Shruti Parampara, Heritage of Vedas. We are connecting after a gap of some time. We could not connect earlier because of some exigencies. We will continue from where we left in our last episode. In this discussion on Vedas, we will continue further. As we understand, as we have discussed in our last episodes, that there are four Vedas as we have understood: Rig Ved, Sam Ved, Yajur Ved, and Atharva Ved. And each Ved has four sections: Sanghita, Brahman, Aranyak, and Upanishad. We have discussed in detail what are these Sanghita, what is meant by Sanghita, what is meant by Brahman, and what is Aranyak and Upanishad. In fact, Aranyak and Upanishads are parts of the Brahman portion. In the Sanghita portion, there is the mantras are in the Sanghita bhag. And Brahmana portion reiterates, explains how these mantras are to be used in a yajna, how these mantras are to be pronounced, and they are to be without yajna, mantras has no meaning. These mantras are to be recited along with yajna. Then only they will bear the fruit as desired. So there are two schools of thought in this Vedic parampara. There are two schools which considered that one school was that which considered that the main purpose of Vedas are this performing yajnas, and mantras are for performing yajnas only. Or main purpose of Vedas are to perform perform yajnas, and how to perform them, their rules and regulations. All these are the purpose of the Vedas too. Without yajna, yajna is performing the main purpose, and with the performing the yajna, one can obtain the desired fruits as he may desire, whatever he desires. Even if he desires moksha, that can also be obtained through yajna. And this worldly fortunes like getting son, wealth, kingdom, etc., victory, for this also yajnas were performed. They are for worldly this fortunes. Yajnas can be performed. And Swarga Kamana, Rajya Kamana, Putra Kamana, for this. And these are the, and Swarga, etc., also within this could be achieved through this yajna. This is the one school of thought. And this, the Vidwan, this school, rishis, they considered that those mantras which are not applicable in yajna are of no use. That is why there are two separate sections. They become separated. This Sanghita bhag and Brahman bhag, this where yajna, performing of yajna with mantras were given, that was called Karmkanda. And the Upanishad, the mantras of Upanishad, they are not applied in a yajna. So they are called Jnana Kanda. So in the view of the first section of Rishis, one school of thought. These mantras and Upanishads are of no use. But there was other section who considered this portion of Upanishad mantras as Jnana because those mantras revealed the true nature of self. The true nature of self, revealing the true nature of self. So that self-realization was the main purpose of that. That is why it is called Jnana Kanda. Jnana means realization of the true nature of self. That is called Jnana. And that is what is given in Upanishads, in Mantras of Upanishads. So there become two schools of thought. The first school of thought, they were called Mimamsak, who considered performance of Yagya as the only way of attaining mukti or whatever desires you want. And the other section considered that realization comes through penance and through thinking that there are many sadhan prakriya in Upanishads. There are many things have been told how to achieve it. The Upanishads tell us the true nature of this Prakriti and who is behind it. That entire secret has been revealed in Upanishads, and that's why Swami Vivekananda has said that Upanishads are the source of strength, because through Upanishads we derive that strength when we come to know who am I. Am I this body? So this Upanishads only replies this. So how this this senses, who is our eyes, ears, nose, etc. These are the senses through which we see an object. Through our eyes we see an object. But in Upanishad, a Rishi puts up questions that who is this feeling of sense of seeing, sense of visualizing something, that you are recognizing a color, red, blue, green, etc. Who is recognizing these colors? These eyes are only instruments, but who is inside you? Who is recognizing these colors? He recognizes beauty. And similarly, regarding sound, you are hearing a lot of kind of sound, but you can recognize the sound of some instrument, the sitar or tabla or something. Who is inside? Who is recognizing these sounds separately and enjoying this music? Who is enjoying all this music and sight and all this? So that was the question was answered in Upanishads. So in Upanishad mantras also, the seed of those mantras, those thoughts are also in the Samhita portion. From there they have been developed further. So this Mimamsak portion, this portion which considered only Karmkanda, that is Samhita Bhag and Brahman Bhag, as the real Vedas, whereas other section of they considered Abhyuday, that means freedom. Abhyuday means that this Abhyuday means this Lokik and Paralokik. Lokik means the worldly and Paralokik means beyond this world. To all the whatever you want to achieve in this world and beyond this world can be through yajnas. This is the first section. And the second section is Nishrayas. That means only realization of self, Ishwaranubhuti. That was the second portion, that was the Jnana Kanda. So these were the two sections. So now this Karmkanda was the this upasana. This was the way to achieve the first goal, that is abhyuday, that means worldly achievements and beyond this world. And the second one was the Upanishad, that is they only tell you the path how to achieve it. Upanishad tell the path how to achieve that self-realization, how to attain that state of self-realization. That is, the Upanishad tell us that path. Now this Veda mantras, purity of these Veda mantras, this is also a very interesting thing. This Veda mantras, because these mantras, the pronunciation of each mantra is done in a particular way. If there is any fault in pronunciation, meaning of the mantra will change. So pronunciation was very important. Each word was to be pronounced correctly and properly. So extreme caution was laid in ancient days in pronunciations. So there are several schools developed to teach these pronunciations. They were called Pratishakya. I will come to it afterwards. But first of all, let us see how these mantras were preserved orally. Because the Vedas, which has come to us through thousands of years, they reached us because they were in the mind of the Brahmins. Because the foreign invaders had destroyed our libraries, our books and all this. But what is inside your mind, that cannot be destroyed. So in ancient times, the method of teaching was orally. Guru spoke and Shishyas listened, disciples listened, and they memorized everything. And to memorize these Veda mantras correctly, there were several techniques were adopted. First, I will gradually come to it. There was first one was called Sanghita part. That means the mantra as it is. Sanghita means when the two words join, there are some changes appear. So that is called Sanghita, which in those who know some little bit of Sanskrit, they just taught us, this is being taught as Sandhi. That is known as Sanghita. When two words join together, some change occur in the letters, in the pronunciation. So that is called Sanghita. So mantras are to be pronounced as it is, as it were. So that is called Sanghita part. Now, they are to be separated. Now to understand the words, they are to be separated. Each word is known as Pada. In Gita also, you have seen there are several words. Say, for example, I can, the first shlok of Gita, Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samaveta, Yutsavaha, Mamakaha Pandavaschaiva, Kima Kurvata Sanjaya. Mamaka Pandavaschaiva. There are three words in this. Pandavaha, Cha, Eva. Now when they have joined, it is pronounced as Pandavaschaiva. This is called Sanghita. There are three words. When you separate it, they become three words. Pandavaha, Cha and Eva. So in Veda mantras also, words are joined like that. So to understand it, these are to be separated. Similar to understand the shlokas of Gita, we separate this word. Pandavaschaiva, we separate this word and we write it like Pandavaha, Cha and Eva and understand meaning separately of each word. Similarly, in Veda mantras also, they are separated, and that is called pada part. Each word is separated. That is called pada part. Then they read it as a pada part. Now, first reading is Sanghita part. Next reading is pada part. Now, pada part is all the words are separated. Now, next way of memorizing was krama part. That means they memorized these words in forward and reverse ways, like A B B A, B C C B, like that. So each word was pronounced twice in forward and reverse. So this way I will explain in our next episodes because there are other, it will take time to explain. There are like jata part and ghana part, there is also this type of part. So all this, how these were performed, and like this they memorized each mantra. And there were separate schools for separate Vedas. The Rig Ved, Sam Ved, Ajurved, Atharvaved, they were known as Ved Pathi. Their work was only to memorize these Vedas in these ways, in different ways of memorizing. And that's why these mantras were remained completely unaltered. There was no adulteration through thousands of years. Not a single word could change because of this process. And after thousands of years, we have received the Vedas as they were spoken for the first time by the rishis. And that is the beauty of Vedas. They have reached us as it was spoken by the ancient rishis to his shishyas, and it has reached us as it is, because they have been preserved, memorized in so many ways that not a single word could be altered, not a single letter. Thousands of mantras are there, but they remain as it is. There was no change. So today, this much only. In our next episode, we will again move ahead in this portion of Secret of Vedas, and we will try to understand how this, what are the contents of in this Vedas. Each Vedas, what are the contents, and what are the this segregation has been done, and what is the how these yajnas were performed, and how the desired fruits which performer, which were called yajaman, the desired fruit was obtained. All this we will discuss gradually, slowly, and how to understand the Vedas. There are many, there are treatises were written by our rishis. We will also try to understand them. Today this much only, and we will meet again. And if you like this talk, then we will continue. And please put your likings. So, Namo Namaha.